Yahweh by Shema Shai, double honor to the elders and apostles of Jemus rule well, shalom to the elect. I just really wanted to talk about, that inward agitation that we all feel, dealing with people of the world. Because, I don't know about other brothers, but I'm pretty sure it's the same thing. You dealing with these people, they get on your every last nerve. You walk down the road, you smell this cigarette smoke, and I really hate that friggin' smell, man. These people are damn disgusting. Even in the building I'm staying in, this dude walked in, and I know he lives here. And instead of wiping his he stepped on some doo doo. Instead of wiping the doo doo off in some grass, he's walked in a building and he just scraped it, on the stairs, and the whole stairs now stinks of excrement. You know what I mean? These people, it's just like all of this stuff that is just constantly in your face. You really start to get annoyed at it. And the scripture is speaking this, and I'm gonna start in Galatians. I'm gonna start chapter 5:14. For all the laws fulfilled in one word, even in this, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. But if ye bite and devour one another, take heed that ye be not consumed one of another. This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. For the flesh lusteth after the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh, and these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would. But if ye be led of the Spirit, ye are not under the law. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulations. And I had to look up that word quick, which is the love of superiority, desire or ambition to equal or excel others, the instinct that incites to effort for the attainment of equal or superior excellence or estimation in any respect, antagonistic rivalry, malicious or injurious contention, strife for superiority. And you see that with some of these other camps where the elders have corrected them, and instead of just taking the correction as a show of love, and growing from that, they turn around and they attack the elders and talk about how the elders are over the hill and all of this stuff, and they need to let new blood in, as if they want to move the elders out of the way, and they want to do what they want to do. It's kind of like having a father. He's raised you from a child, and then you grow up, you come into your own as a man, and you want to fight your father and take over his throne. That's going way the hell off. So what happens with you when you come of age, or you get older? You're gonna have somebody else do the same thing to you. But hey, so emulations, wrath, strife, seditions, heresies, envyings, murder, drunkenness, revelings, and such like, of the which I tell you before, as I have also told you in a time past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of Yahweh. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law. And they that are Hamashiachs have crucified the flesh with their affections and lusts. If we live in the Spirit, let us also walk in the Spirit. Let us not be desirous of vain glory, provoking one another, envying one another. So even when you deal with these damn heathens and these friggin' women who are always talking the most, like they know so much, it's like you have to have a level of meekness and temperance about you, because sometimes you just want to punch Jake in the face, man. But you can't do that in this world, especially in this world, because it's like let's get that. This is Luke. This is Luke 22. I'm gonna start at 31. And the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan hath desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat. But I have prayed for thee that thy faith fail not, and when thou art converted, strengthen thy brethren. And he said unto him, Lord, I am ready to go with thee both into prison and to death. And that's the spirit you're supposed to be in. You're supposed to be in that same spirit as Simon. But you're really supposed to take the words of the Lord to heart, because when you react in a way that these people of the world want you to react, you're going to get yourself in a spot of bother. I mean, I don't know about other brothers, but sometimes you might have an verbal altercation with people, And it's like these people, they actually want you to hit them so that they can call the judge on you. It's like you really have to walk in wisdom. That's why it says, to walk as harmless as doves and wise as serpents, because you have to actually see the demons on these people, and you realize they're actually trying to agitate you to the point where you react in a way where they can turn around and run off to Esau and pretend to be the victim, even though they've instigated and started whatever with you. And it's, I don't know about other brothers, but it's like a constant thing. You've seen these people do these demonic activities. Like, another, it's like in this place I'm staying, you got a bin, and you're supposed to put your stuff in a bin, and people put their trash outside the bin, even though there's a sign that says, put the stuff in the bin. So why would you leave your stuff outside? Especially when there's a note that says, it attracts rats, so on and so forth. These people don't care. These people are just off in the head, man. And it's incessant and it's constant, and even Samson had to deal with this, and this is in chapter this is chapter 16. Let me see this. Basically, she was trying to get Samson to tell her his secret, and she kept on and on at him. I'm gonna start this chapter 16:15, and she said unto him, "How canst thou say, I love thee, when thine heart is not with me?" It's a lot on what a lot of these women will do to you. How you say you love me when you don't do what I tell you to do, or you don't take me out, or you don't buy me this on Valentine's Day, or you don't want to celebrate Christmas. Thou hast mocked me these 3 times, and has not told me wherein thy great strength lieth. And it came to pass, when she pressed him daily with her words, and urged him so, that his soul was vexed unto death, because he was sick and tired of this woman. The same way you might get sick and tired dealing with these people. And with Samson, all praise to the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, what he did is he actually succumbed onto that, and that was his undoing. And it says here in verse 17, that he told her all his heart, and said unto her, there have not come a razor upon mine head, for I have been a Nazarite unto Yahweh from my mother's womb. If I be shaven, then my strength will go from me, and I shall become weak and be like any other man. And you really lose your strength when you react in the same way that these heathens and these two-thirds and these parasite people want you to behave. You're going to lose that strength and that protection from the Lord. Because if somebody's pissing you off and you turn around, you smack them in the jaw, the Lord is pretty much going to give up on you. And I know this because I've not necessarily lost my temper, but I've gotten real close, where these people be coming up in your face and be doing this most. I'll say a quick story. In the place that I was before, I had this boss, and he came up in my face and he said, "You know what, if you did anything to me, I'd come to your house, I'd do this, I'd do that." He's talking the most, and this guy's my boss, that's mad unprofessional to do something like that. And I remember I left there, and I phoned him, and I was like, right, he was talking all of this stuff, when you come over, which was going way the hell off. But what he did was he wrote a bad report about me, because I decided to leave. And I know for a fact if I stayed there, he wouldn't have done that. See, this is what these people do. They do a lot of malicious things, and it's like a constant inward agitation. And if you react on that, turn around and bite you on your ass. Now, I didn't get physical with him, but I was like, he was talking all of that stuff. Why don't you pop off now? Obviously, he wasn't going to do it, because like a lot of these people, they will talk. They want you to do something so that you can get in trouble. And what he said was, he was like, yeah, you come down, to where we work, and you come in the building. So he wanted me to come in, even though there's a whole bunch of cameras, and do some stuff, so that he can then turn around and send me off to the judge. Even though he was saying about how he's this and that, and how he do this and that to me. See, these people are just all mouth. At the end of the day, if anything happens between you and them, they're going to run off to Esau like the little parasites that they are. Same way with Eve, acting like she's so independent and she's so strong and she's this and that. Whenever anything happens between you and Eve, if you're with Eve, she's going to run off to Esau. You get married, you get divorced, she's going to run off to Esau. She comes in your face, she smacks you, end up punching her back, she's gonna run after Esau. So this is what these people are about. These people in this world, whenever the situation comes about, as much as they talk about the white man this and how much they don't like the white man that, they always end up running behind Esau. Even with and you can see this with this Ukraine thing. How these people talk about the white man is this and that, and then they wanna run off there and fight his battles for him. See, Jake is not in his right mind, man. Jake is bugged out, but then he'll turn around and try to act like the scriptures are bugged out, even though they literally speak of every single circumstance and situation that's going to arise in this world. And I, for one, I personally, I can't wait for the Lord to come back. I pray everybody send up their prayers so that the Lord will destroy this place, so there's finally peace on this earth. All praises to the Most High Yahweh by Shem Yahshai, double honors to the elders and apostles of Jemesh, world shalom to the elect.